Ethan's Tavern. I'm so tired. I've been walking since morning. Hopefully the Elven town the villagers at my last stop told me about isn't too far away. They said I should reach it by noon, but I don't think they took my tiny goblin legs into account. It's already well into the afternoon. I continue down the road, my mouth dry since my water ran out a few hours ago. Poor planning on my part there. Grandmother told me I should leave the Gloomwood to find my path, but I wasn't prepared for all the difficulties of travelling alone. The sun is setting when I do finally reach Silverleaf Pass. The Elven architecture is beautiful, silver towers and leaf-shaped windows, but my stomach is growling louder than anything. An elf in flowing robes notices me gawking. I probably looked exactly like the traveller I am. A tiny green goblin girl with copper hair, looking lost and hungry. I must have been quite a sight, because he approached me with kind eyes and said, "There's a tavern down that path," pointing. "Ethan's place. He'll feed you." I smile tiredly and thank him, then follow the path in the direction he pointed. The tavern is warm, glowing with lantern light. Inside my eyes light up. A human man, not an elf. Tall, light-coloured hair, not silver like the elves. His is more, well, human grey mixed with blonde from his youth. His bright blue eyes nearly take my breath. From a distance he might pass for an elf, I think. He looks up from behind the bar with kind eyes. "Evening," he says. "You look like you've travelled far." "Very far," I say, sliding onto a stool. "And I'm very hungry." He smiles. "I'm Ethan. What can I get you?" "Whatever's warm," I say. He chuckles and disappears into the kitchen. In a few short moments he returns and places a bowl and a mug of ale in front of me. In the bowl is a stew, and it smells wonderful. The ale is ale. It's wet, and I'm grateful for it. I dive in with the enthusiasm of the starving goblin I am. Ethan smiles and returns to his place behind the bar. He's cute, and I can't stop sneaking glances while I devour the stew. I finish the stew. Then a second bowl Ethan brings without me asking. Finally, I lean back, full and warm for the first time in days. "Thank you," I say. "That was... I don't have words." Ethan leans on the bar. "You were hungry." "I was starving, and this is the best stew I've ever had. Though I might make it a little different." He raises an eyebrow. "Oh?" I realise what I said and blush. "I'm sorry, I didn't mean..." "No, tell me." He actually looks curious. "How would you change it?" I hesitate, then explain, adding a pinch of this herb, less salt, a splash of something bright at the end. He listens, nodding like he gets it. "You're a cook," he says finally. I nod. "My grandmother taught me. I love it." He looks thoughtful. I could use help in the kitchen. Running this place alone, it's a lot. My heart jumps. "Really?" He smiles. "Why don't you stay the night in the spare room upstairs? We can talk more in the morning. See if this works for both of us. I nod, hardly daring to believe it. He leads me upstairs to a small, clean room. As I curl up in the bed, I hear him moving below, closing up for the night. I close my eyes and fall asleep almost instantly. All that walking today was exhausting. My dreams are filled with images of cooking in an unfamiliar kitchen, and a very cute human that I definitely want to get to know better. I wake before sunrise. Goblins are early risers. I pad downstairs in my bare feet and find Ethan already in the kitchen, kneading bread. Couldn't sleep? He asks without looking up. I slept wonderfully. I'm just an early riser, like most goblins. He smiles. Good. You can help with breakfast. He hands me a knife and points to vegetables. I dive in, chopping with practiced ease. He watches, nodding approval. The stew last night, he says. You really would have changed it. I would have added lemon balm at the end. Brightens the flavour. He considers this. Show me. So I do. We cook side by side as the sun rises, and by the time the first customers arrive, we've made something new together. Something good. He looks at me. Stay, he says. We'll figure out the details later. I grin. I'd like that very much. Around midday, the tavern door opens, and in glides an elf woman. Tall, graceful, silver hair cascading down her back. Every head turns. She spots Ethan behind the bar, and her face lights up. Ethan, there you are. Her voice is like music. Ethan looks up, surprised. Lady Sylvain, it's been a while. She settles at the bar, right where I was working. I notice I'm still holding a kitchen towel, like some kind of goblin maid. I've missed your cooking, she says, touching his hand. My grip tightens on the towel. Hard. Ethan gently pulls away. This is Dawn. She's my new assistant. Sylvain barely glances at me. How quaint. I smile sweetly. I made the stew today. Ethan says my goblin seasoning adds character. Her perfect nose wrinkles slightly. Ethan clears his throat. Dawn, could you check on the bread? I retreat to the kitchen, but not before hearing Sylvain say, She's rather small, isn't she? And Ethan replies, She's exactly the right size. My heart does a little flip. I decide right then the stew needs more character. And maybe I'll accidentally spill some on Sylvain if she keeps being snobby. Small means fun. Everyone knows that. I decide to make an elven delicacy, something elegant with rare mushrooms. I find some pretty ones growing behind the tavern. What could go wrong? Ethan walks in as I'm plating. Dawn, what is that? Forest mushrooms with herbs, for Lady Sylvain. He freezes. Those aren't herbs. Those are... Dawn, those mushrooms are hallucinogenic. The tavern door opens. Sylvain sweeps in, perfect as ever. Ethan, darling, I panic, grab the plate, trip. The entire hallucinogenic mushroom masterpiece lands, right in her silvery lap. She stares at the green and purple mess staining her perfect gown. Her eyes slowly lift to mine. Ethan covers his mouth. I think he's trying not to laugh. Sylvain opens her mouth, probably to say something cutting. Then she hiccups and giggles. "Oh my," she says, touching her hair. "Your eyes are so sparkly." Ethan sighs. "Dawn, we need to talk about ingredient identification." I cover my mouth, trying to stifle my giggles. Ethan gently leads the also very giggly and very confused Sylvain out. She keeps trying to touch his face and tell him he has such pretty ears. I frantically scrub mushroom stains off the floor. When Ethan returns, he just stands in the doorway, arms crossed. "Those weren't herbs," he says. "I know that now," I squeak. He takes a breath and sighs, but I see the corners of his mouth twitching, like it's fighting between smiling and being stern. "Tomorrow, we're going mushroom hunting, together, so you learn which ones won't make our customers see unicorns." "Are you upset?" "Yes, but also..." He pauses, and now the smile wins. "That was the most entertaining thing that's happened here in months." He walks over, ruffles my copper hair. "Just ask next time, okay?" I nod, my heart doing that little flip again, because his touch sent a jolt through me. An unexpectedly warm jolt. I need more. I need to be more careful. I want him to like me so very much. After cleaning up and closing the tavern, we both retire to our rooms. As I pass the door to his room, I find myself wondering how cozy it'd be if I could curl up in his bed with him. Hopefully someday, not too far away. The next morning, Ethan leads me into the forest. He points out edible mushrooms, explaining which are poisonous or dream-inducing. I listen carefully, determined to do better. Then I spot a rare golden mushroom half buried under leaves. "Ethan, look!" He turns, eyes wide. "That's a sunshroom, very rare and very valuable." I beam proudly. "Can we harvest it?" He nods, kneeling beside me. Together, we carefully unearth the delicate mushroom. Our hands brush, and I feel a tingle race up my arm. As we stand, I slip on a damp leaf, losing my balance. Goblin grace again. Ethan catches me, pulling me against his chest. For a moment, we're frozen like that, me pressed against him, his arms around me, both breathing fast. "Careful," he murmurs, his voice a bit rough. "Sorry," I whisper, not actually sorry at all. He doesn't let go immediately, just holds me a heartbeat longer than necessary before steadying me. The forest goes quiet around us. "Got it?" he asks, voice soft. I nod, still feeling the warmth of his hands on me. We continue collecting mushrooms, but something's shifted between us. Every glance lingers. Every accidental touch sends sparks. Back at the tavern, we make lunch together. He shows me how to properly clean the sunshroom. I watch his hands, mesmerized. "You're a good student," he says. "You're a good teacher." He meets my eyes, and I see something there, something that makes my breath catch. Maybe, he says slowly, we should do this more often. My heart soars. I'd like that. That evening, we close the tavern together. As I'm heading up to my room, he stops me. Dawn. I turn. He's standing in the doorway to his room, looking uncertain. Would you like to stay? I blink. Stay? In my room? He swallows. With me? The words hang between us, charged with possibility. I smile, feeling my heart race. Yes, oh definitely yes. That night, I curl up beside him, just like in the story with Albert. But this feels different, more deliberate, more real. His arm comes around me, pulling me close. Outside, the silver leaf trees shimmer in the moonlight. Inside, I realise I've found something better than just a job as a cook. The next day, a group of Elven merchants, important ones, with silver tokens and haughty expressions, arrive for lunch. They want something authentic. Ethan glances at me. Can you handle this? I nod, already pulling out ingredients. We work in perfect sync, him plating, me seasoning. The elves watch through the kitchen door, intrigued by the tiny goblin moving with such focus. One merchant, an older elf with sharp eyes, tastes my dish. This is extraordinary. What did you use? I blush. Just goblin instinct, sir. Ethan grins proudly. After they leave, he catches my hand as I pass. You were amazing. My breath catches. We were amazing. His thumb strokes my palm. Dawn, The door opens. Lady Sylvain walks in, looking recovered and determined. Ethan drops my hand. I came to apologise, she says, for my behaviour the other day. But her eyes are only on Ethan. Not me, never me. I retreat to the kitchen, heart sinking. Maybe I imagined the sparks. She's so pretty and tall. That night, I have a nightmare about being back in Gloomwood, alone. I wake, gasping, tears on my face. He stirs, waking slowly. Dawn, what's wrong? His voice is sleep-rough, gentle. Nightmare, I whisper. I'm sorry, His arms come around me without hesitation, pulling me close. Shh, I've got you. I bury my face against his chest, breathing in his scent, wood smoke and something uniquely him. His hand strokes my hair, slow and soothing. Dawn, he murmurs after a while. Yes? Stay. I lift my head. He's looking at me, eyes clear and serious in the moonlight. Not just tonight. Stay. With me. For real. My heart stops. You mean... I want to wake up next to you every day. His thumb traces my cheek. I think I've been falling for you since you told me my stew needed lemon balm. I grin through tears. That was pretty bold of me. That was perfect. He pulls me closer. You're perfect. Our lips meet, soft and tentative at first, then deepening. The kiss tastes like belonging, like home. Outside, the silver leaf trees shimmer. Inside, our hearts find their rhythm. I love you, I whisper against his lips. I love you too. every adorable goblin grace inch of you. Thank you so much for listening to my story. It means everything to me. I hope to see you for the next one. Goodbye.